All right, hello ladies. Thanks for joining me again. I know I told you I'd get back on here and show you a little bit of eye makeup. So I'm all set up here to do that. I mentioned to you last night as well, my mom had some surgery. So now I'm at my mom's house. You can see her beautiful house in the background. I can almost hear her yelling at me in high school to not be doing my makeup on the couch, but she had surgery and she's upstairs and can't walk, so just kidding. She can walk, so let's do this fast before she comes down here to yell at me or something. Okay. Not she didn't do that really anymore. Okay. So I showed you my slew of brushes last night that I will be using today. So I'll comment on which ones they are when I use them so you can help to get a better idea. So I'm going to use first, this is my fluffy brush. It's semi-narrow and wide when it goes that way. So this is just really great for doing all over color. If you did catch me earlier this morning, which I know, Jackie, you were online, so that was great. I did just a very simple look this morning with, again, my, multitasking, with my day cream, my tinted Uology day cream and mascara. So those are already on here, so I'm just going to kind of fill in the gaps. Of course, that is not the order that I normally do my makeup in. Mascara is always that wonderful finishing touch, but all right, so I got my base color down, and that's just something to highlight and lighten my eye to begin with. There's two ways you can do eyes. So Jackie, you commented, she's like, I'm doing everything wrong. Well, there's two ways for eyes. I like to start light and then go dark. It's better. I think it's easier to blend. If you start, which I used to do a lot of doing dark first and then adding light to it, it's harder to cover up dark. So I think that makes sense from like a logic perspective. So I have actually started doing my makeup that way. So I'm going to use this palette that I showed you yesterday. It's got 4 colors in it. It's got my nice light base color, which I'm going to do on my eyelids. It's got an accent color, which I'm going to do actually on the back, like brushed up area back here. And then it's got a great crease color. So this is really dark, so it's going to go only in my crease, and then I'm going to blend it all together. My last step will be this nice shimmery light color, which will go up by my eyebrows and then right in the front crease here of my eye. So, all right, now that I have my base color down, I'm going to grab actually, since this is still a light color that I'm using as my second color, I'm going to use this brush again. And it is going all over my eyelid, this part that's just right over my eye. So this is a good brush to still use for that. So you can see I just got a little bit of coverage. This is a nice light pink color as opposed to the light tan color that I had on here already. Okay, so I've got that light, nice tan pink color. I'm going to choose this other brush, which this is the one I couldn't find last night. It's similar in size to this one, but the bristles are a lot more dense and less bushy. So this is really good for being a little bit more directed on where you want to go. So I'm going to grab my, my second darkest color, not my darkest, my second darkest. And I'm just going to go, this is right over here in the corner. And like I said, I lay it on thick and then I blend. So I'm going to get this corner on. And at first, before I start blending, it kind of does look a little bit clown-like. I'm just going to dab that on here. And of course, I didn't bring a palette with a mirror in it, unfortunately. So we're going to rely on this. So, all right, so I got the outside sort of wings done now. I'm just going to bring it out just a little bit farther. Like I said, lay it on thick, blend. You can always get rid of it. Okay, so that was, again, this brush that I was using. I'm going to go in my crease. This is one I maybe didn't show you yesterday. So I'm going to use this crease brush with this really dark color. So I'm going to get that. Just a little teeny tiny dab of this because this is dark. So let's start over here. So we're going to get right in the area that my eye normally it's almost like it would hide it when I open my eyes. So you can hardly see it now, but I am going to blend it out so you will see a little bit more of it. That's it, just a little bit more. Make it a little bit more dramatic. Again, right in that crease, all the way around from both sides. Okay, so again, a little bit clown-like. We got the crease color, my outside wing color here, and then I have a light pink on the inside. All right, so let's start and do a little bit of blending there. So I'm going to use my, this is my fluffy crease brush. So it's really great for blending the darkest color into the lighter. So let's start just, you know, little circles is all you really need. And a little bit of brushing. Dark circles. You can also take a little bit of your lightest color. So I might grab just a little bit of my this light pink that I started with. It's on the inside of my eyes here, and start there and just sort of blend it around so you have something to blend with it. You don't need to do that. You could just blend the colors that are there. But all right, so we did that. I am just hanging out at my mom's house today, so I don't really need that drastic of a look, but I wanted you to see the different things you can do with blending. Now I could have started with darker, meaning I could have gone on my entire eyelid with this second darkest color first. I could have then put my crease color in there, or start with my crease color. I could have done this all over the eyelid and then finished it with my blending with this color. So I could have done a really big blend of it here and then blended it outwards. Again, I just think it's harder to cover up the darks, so I start with the light. But you could do it that way also. And then final touches that are really important for eyes and really help your eye, this upper eye stand out from your eyebrows and make your eyes pop more, is something nice and light. I like to use a little bit of something shimmery. So I really like this color a lot. So I'm gonna, again, I lay it on thick. Don't worry, I will blend that in as well. So just on this outer part, right underneath your eyebrow, really kind of get it right up against there. And then also right on this inside corner here. And it looks like I'm just being really sloppy with this, but like I said, I just like to put it on and then blend it in. So I am gonna go back and grab my crease brush, this nice fluffy one, and just give that a little, each of these just a little brush over there. And then you can see how that makes the highlighting look really nice around the edges there. And I talked to you yesterday about liquid shadows and how sometimes I like to use those as an eyeshadow, so I could do something nice and light around the top here. Did not bring that with me, but I did bring my eyeliner, so I'm gonna get really close here because this is kind of hard to do on here. So there's a couple different ways you can do your eyeliner. So I showed just like a sort of dabbing effect that you can use. This is gonna be really hard. Are there any mirrors around here? All right. If this doesn't look good, it's because of this mirror. Okay, this is hard to do. I might only be able to do this one eye. So again, you can just do like little dabs on the outside and thicken this look. So just sort of wing it out. Not necessarily wing it because I'm not pulling it too far past. And you can just do like little dabs. And then, or what I normally do is actually will do the entire eyelid. This kind of looks like a mess because I don't have a little mirror with me right now. Okay, that kind of smoothed it over a little bit. So I would say this is super awesome. See how fine that tip is? If you're gonna go all the way from the inside of your eye here, you really just want this thin of a line. So you just want to go like that. So you really want to just dab, dab, dab that little thin line. And as you go on the outside, you can get thicker. And that helps bring out makes your eyes pop more when you are doing them. Right. I shouldn't have done this because I'm probably going to get it on my mom's couch now. Okay, so I am just going to touch up with a little bit more of this mascara just to make that stand out just a little bit more. All right. Okay. So just a little touch. One thing I want to mention about mascara is you can see those eyes popping better now. I have to go and do this other eye in a normal mirror, but here, hang on, let me just give you a good view. Ignore this blotchiness over here because I'm just having a hard time without my little compact with me as well. And if you do see something, so I'm just noticing that this probably came out a little bit too far over here. So you can take that first base color that you used, a nice light like tannish color, get a little bit there and then blend that back as well. Finish that off. So I think that is pretty good, just so it doesn't come out too far. Okay. So what was I saying? Oh, I was going to tell you about mascara. So this mascara is super great and really awesome. The brush is really, really cool. It has tons of bristles, so it really helps spread everything out. One thing I noticed a lot of times when people do mascaras, a lot of time they'll go like this for the bottom ones. While that's fine, it actually doesn't take advantage of this great brush. So you really need to just very lightly do like little brushes back and forth like this and then down. And then down. And that will help take advantage of the fact that this brush is already separating all of your lashes and really do a good job with that. So there is my eyes done, blended, highlighted in different areas to make it stand out. I'm going to go finish this other eye and I'm going to come back and I'll show you a couple lip things. All right. Talk to you ladies later.